Welcome to Division 3, round 10. Imola. Excuse me for my voice today, I'm a little bit ill. Starting off with that, I will be coughing this broadcast, so excuse me for that. But you guys will just have to accept it. Just in the lobby now waiting, so I'm quickly gonna mute myself and quickly listen if everything is working fine. Yes, everything is working fine. That's good. Some guys are already watching. Hello guys. I'm gonna say it again. I'm a little bit ill. So excuse me for my voice. I will be coughing again. So yeah, bear with me. If you don't want to hear it, you just mute the sound. I don't really care. Do we got engineers watching or actual people who are curious? Hello Nick. You better join me if you DNF. I wouldn't mind you DNFing on purpose, you know, to join me, to help me out a little bit, you know. All right. Let's go, boys. Good luck, good luck. Pascal has left the session. That's not a good sign. And Miskati is not joining. Also not a good sign. I don't think so. And it's raining. Alright, welcome guys to the Imola Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Yeah, Italian Grand Prix. Excuse me for my voice, I'm a little bit ill today, so it's gonna be, yeah, it's not gonna be perfect, and I've got a little bit of a headache, but yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna be coughing today. As you can see, we're here for Imola, I don't care. I'm just gonna call it Imola today because I really don't care. Yeah, this is the Imolian Grand Prix. I'm glad you got, yeah, I don't know, I don't really care, Louis, I don't really care what I said, but I hope you guys will enjoy watching this. I'm pretty sure I will. As the first drives are already out. Again, I'll repeat myself the whole time because I'll be coughing a lot this race because you can hear. So, sorry for that. Alright. Some people are already out on their out lap. It is interweather, as you can see. Of course, I have no clue if this weather is gonna clear up. But judging how many people went out already, might not. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it slow today, guys. You know, this is not gonna be the best. This is not gonna be the best broadcast you're gonna see. I'm gonna sip my water, take it slow today. Alright, let's see, who's gonna be the first one to start the laps? It's an Alpha Tauri. I think it's MGK. Is it MGK? It's not MGK. That means it's the Flickers. Let's go on board with the Flickers. The Flickers. Naworp in the mud. Why is Naworp in the mud? Is he not in here? He is. Tell me why he's in the mud, mate. He is. He's washed. Naworp is very washed, very washed. Joking, joking. Alright. Flickers going through the first sector. Not too bad. Could have gone worse, but locked up in the first corner as well. And flicking it nicely through these chicanes. I am very Dutch, but I'm very, very Dutch. And the Flickers on the exit here has a little bit of a moment, but he kept it together. He's still going on this lap, and I gotta pay attention. Alright, it's I think Jona, either this stupid glitch, either Jona or Naworp is next in line. Let's see, a sector split is at 56.8. Jona does a 56.3. Jona will be laughing because Jona really likes his rain sessions. Again, locking up a lot for the Flickers. Going through the last corner, missing the apex slightly, but at least it's a banker. You know, he didn't invalidate. He puts in a banker, and he's got plenty of time to improve. It does a 25.0, and Jona already going up to the table with a 24.1. Lumi puts it in front of him with a 23.9. Good job from Lumi. Nick goes 5th fastest with a 26.7. Naworp with a 25.1 behind the Flickers. And Kian goes fastest. I'm a little bit too slow. I should be doing this. Mali's about to go over the line. See Maui going over the line. Mali puts himself second, Maui in 7th. And you have him starting his lap. Razorback is finishing his lap. What is he gonna do? Puts himself 5th fastest. 5th fastest. I keep understanding it as the Flickers, but I guess I'm deaf. Yeah. The Flickers. I'm saying the Flickers, but again, guys, I'm a little bit ill, so my voice is not up to, you know, how it should be. Jona now 7/10 up on his time. Must have made a big mistake in his first lap. Is this gonna be enough to put him up on the front row? He needs to gain a little bit more time than that. He doesn't put himself in the front row. Goes second fastest for now. Let's see. Naworp going across the line has improved. Puts himself 5th fastest. We've got a couple of people without line in this race, so we're gonna shout them out, of course. Naworp and Nick and Ryan also, his first race without line. The rain is definitely not helping him. That's gonna be very hard for him as he invalidates his lap. Oh yeah, it's your mind. Yeah, you're right, Louis. Let's not blame it on me. Let's blame it on you. As Mali, I think Mali put himself. No, it was someone else. Let's stay on board with Kia for now. He's going fastest for now. Everyone's slowly putting in their lap times. And I think there are some people who still have to put in a lap. Mirskati, no, it was, I think, Psycho going across the line there. Kian now on a very good lap, 6/10 improving. The track is getting better and better. and Lumi puts himself on top of the leaderboard. I think the rain has been cooling off a tiny bit as Ryan has retired from the session in the first sector. Let's see if we can spot his car. How unfortunate for Mali. Very unfortunate. But yeah, very hard. No line, and then first race no line, and then having rain. Very hard to get a good lap together. To get a lap together at least is already very hard. So unfortunately he DNFs and we completely missed it, but Kian is going extremely quick as Nick is a little bit too close for him. 22.4, the gap is already 7/10 between him and Lumi. I'm sure Lumi and Yona realize they have to get into the pits and put on a new set of tires. I think Kian did do an extra, he did not do an extra lap, I think. He had an equal amount of laps. Very close lap times, as you can see. 23.1 to 23.4 from 2nd to 7th on the grid. Only 3/10 in the rain, and that's very close, of course. The rest of the field is also not far back. But Kian is for now on top by a mile. Looks like Mali has not got any fuel left, or something is going on there. Let's take a look at the Ferrari here. He is down on his time, also not on a lap. Walcott then. Can he put in his first lap time? As Bombastic goes quickest on the field, off the field, 22.4. Walcott puts himself in 9th spot, and I think it's Psycho now. I still can't do that, so sorry guys, I have to flick through all of the players, which I never like to do. Passy, can he finally put in lap time? He does a 55.5 sector split. Can't remember what the last sector split was, of course. Very close to the track limits there. Just taking a little sip of water. Kian now again improving to a 21.8. He's really putting himself in a really good position to get pole, but the difference is he kept going on these same tires, just like Bombastic. They just brought a little bit more fuel, and because the track is getting better and better, because the rain, looks like the rain is getting less and less. I don't think, yeah, it is still raining, so I don't think we'll see the dry tire today in this qualifying session, but the track is definitely improving a lot, which is why Kian is able to set these good times. Of course he's still setting some great times, but I don't think the gap will stay 22 seconds, as he's still on a lap now, going for a 6th lap on the same tire right now. No, he's not. I think he might want to go to the pits, maybe showing that he wants to save a set of inters for a race. Maybe it's gonna be a wet race. I surely hope not, because that would be a little bit more boring, but it's possible, you know. Let's see, Passy, I'm not sure if he's on a lap. He invalidates there on the last corner, unfortunately for him. Yona now, or Nawort now, improving on his time by almost over a second, I think, if I saw it correctly. As you can see, everybody now fresh inters, as the track has improved so much that it's just important to put in laps, because the track is just getting faster and faster, just put in laps and you will gain confidence. As you can see, invalidation for now, it's really easy to invalidate your lap on this track. You can see, let's see if Mali is just starting his lap. Yumi also, you can see the gain also invalidating. I'm exactly going on top of them and then they invalidate. Let's see, it is Nabor who has invalidated. Who's behind him? That's Mr. Psycho. He's on an outlap. Let's take a look at the Alpine. He has also invalidated his lap. Let's take a look. Is it Mirskati? Mirskati now 3/10 up on his time. This would put him third, right in the mix for the front row. Can he nail it in the last sector? Misses the apex slightly and locks up. But the track is still improving. We have some yellow flags. It looks like that's just because of letting cars through. He's crossing the line and he puts himself third spot right behind Bombastic. And Bombastic and Kian are in quite a good spot. I'm sure they're about to go out to go for another run. Or fresh inters. Mali now going into the third sector. He's also up on his time. Unfortunately, because of the telemetry right now, I can't see the exact delta on the wheel. I'm not sure if you can see that as a commentator, but he goes through the last sector pretty nicely. Going through the line, what is he gonna do? He's putting himself second and still 4/10 behind Kian, showing that Kian did a very good lap on those old tires on those inters. Also showing that the inters just don't drop off that much. Looks like Nabor is on another lap. Let's see what he can do. Go across the line. He does not improve on his lap time. Let's see who else is gonna go across the line. Psycho goes into the pits, and I can see Bassi going through the last corner. Going across the line. Is he gonna improve? Yes, he improves himself to 6th spot there. And I think we have a Razorback now going across the line. Can he put himself up from that last row? He puts himself 14th for the moment. And we have Maui going into the pits. A lot of people going into the pits again. It seems like people don't want to do 3 runs today on their inters, or at least they're not really putting good lap times in their second run, and they're going into the pits for at least to get a good last run together, which is very important because of the track improving so much. It's so important to go out as late as you can. But of course, it's always nice to have an as Razorback has spun out and DNF'd. Unfortunately for him, that's his qualifying session over. And unless these 15th, 16th and 17th place can improve their lap time, he's gonna start 14th. Did I say that correct? I'm not sure, guys. I don't care. Let's see. Is it Pascal going into the pits? I think he has enough time. He has to be quick if he wants to do another run. Let's take a look. Jona is now on the lap. I also want to take a look at people. Jona is not on a good lap. He has messed up in the first sector. Let's see. MGK has invalidated and Kian has also invalidated his lap. Let's see if Walcott is on the lap. I think Walcott is, but Rowan is a little bit further ahead. Third lap on these tires, 5/10 up on his time, going through the chicane here, encountering it quite nice, getting a decent exit, and the field is burst up so quickly, so much together that he doesn't need a big improvement to put himself higher on the grid. And it's actually some people going out on softs right now, or they have picked it in the pits. I'm not quite sure. They are not out yet. I don't think the softs will make it. Now we're going across the line, puts himself 4th fastest, improved a lot on the third sector. Great lap time from him, putting him in 4th position, and he still has one lap to go to try and improve his lap. Walcott there. Looks like Jonas about to cross the line. He doesn't improve his lap, of course, as we already went over him after the first sector. It's Kian who has invalidated his lap, and people are on their out laps here. It looks like people have gone out on the softs. I think they've gambled it. I'm not sure if they can even make it to the line. Looks like we've got another spinner in sector 1. It's Bombastic. Looks like that's qualifying over for Bombastic then without his front wing. 5th place it's gonna be for now. Some soft people who I can't imagine going faster, but maybe I'm wrong. Maui now doesn't look like he's low on grip actually. It looks like he's got a lot of grip, and it might be a very good idea for them to go on softs. It looks like he's got way more grip than Jona there. While Jona spins out, puts himself in the wall, and that's end of qualifying for Jona as well in 13th place. Jona's gonna be kicking himself in the balls there. And Randy now on the lap. Let's take a look because I'm missing people. Some people are crossing the line. I'm missing things, guys. I'm trying. Alright, let's see. An Alpine is crossing the line. Let's see where he's gonna... Is that Nick? Nick's qualifying is over in 16th, unfortunately for him. Let's see, we have Bombastic here. He is also... He's done with qualifying, of course. We have Kian, who's still on top. He's not gonna be improving his lap time. We have Mali, not gonna be improving his lap time. And the only one on softs, here's Kati, is going. And he did what everyone should have done. Right now, I just saw it, 1.5 seconds. He has 3 seconds ahead on his time. And apparently, he made the right choice and he's gonna get pole here. Unless he makes a big mistake in the last sector. Here's Kati is on his way to pole here. As everyone is ending their lap because the inters don't work anymore on this dry track. Mirskati going through the last corner, and he'll be laughing as the Flickas is also on softs. I didn't see that. But Mirskati with a second faster puts himself in on pole position. Mirskati gets pole position ahead of the Flickas, who also picked the soft tire. Great call from both of them for going to the softs. I was already pretty confused why people went to the pits so late in the session, but they did the right thing, and Mirskati gets pole position on the softs. The Flickas also very good choice, just very smart, and gets himself on the front row because of that choice. Maui and Pasi were not early enough to finish, to even start their laps on the softs. They tried at least. Kian still a great qualifying session from him. Puts himself 3rd on the grid, MGK on 4th, Mali in 5th place, Nawarp in 6th place, Bombastic in 7th, 8th place is Maui, 9th place is Pasi, Quenz X in 10th spot, and then we have Lumi in 11th spot. This does mean, I'm not quite sure, but this should mean that Mirskati and the Flickas will have to start on the soft tire. If I am correct by the rules, I think they should need to start on a soft tire, and the other players are able to start on the medium tires. But I'll keep going. Lumi in 11th, Walcott in 12th place, nice flag there. We of course appreciate that. Psycho in 13th, Jona in 14th spot, Razorback in 15th, Randy in 16th, Nick in 17th, and QRT Ryan in 18th spot. And that's the grid for today. Fun qualifying makes for hopefully an exciting race. Let's see if it's gonna be raining in the race. A lot of the times it's not gonna be raining in the race when there's qualifying rain, so we'll see if that's the case today. And no, it's very dry. The sun's out, bumps out, and we're gonna have a fun dry race hopefully. And we're also gonna see, because I'm not quite sure, because of the rain in the qualifying, I think the soft people need to start on the soft because yeah, if there's rain, if you pick a rain tire, you don't have to start on it. But if you pick a soft tire, I think you do need to start on it. Might not even be that bad, as the top two are on soft. Might be even good. Maybe you can pull a gap at the start of the race and try and keep that gap the whole race. Maybe work together a little bit and try and get a win that way. But it will be interesting what the rest of the grid does. Will they go for the mediums? Will they go for the softs? I'm gonna check straight away, of course. And everyone is going to the mediums except Jonah. He's at the back of the grid, or at the back, 14th position, not really at the back. Of course, I think he's gonna be hoping to make up some positions at the start of the race. Maybe if a safety car comes out early, he will be in a very good position, and it might be a good idea to try that. Both Alpha Tauris in a very good position here. Let me just check the standings. I'm not quite sure because I haven't checked in a while. Lumi is still in first place. Jonah in second place with a 29-point gap. Jonah missing last race, which of course hurt him quite a bit. And it's Mali in third place, both Ferraris in first and third, making them of course the leader in the Constructors' Championship. We have Fezo, who has left in fourth place. Kian in fifth place, looking at a very strong position here. Passi in sixth place, seventh Nabor, MGK in eighth, Bobask in ninth, and 10th place is Maui, and the rest I will just there, let go. I'm last in 23rd as a reserve. Let's go. And and I'm very curious what these guys will do. Anyone watching, I really want to know your prediction. Who is your prediction for the podium? I'm gonna say Jonah will get an amazing drive. No, I'm not gonna pick Jonah. I'm actually gonna see. I'll pick Kian. He did so good in that qualifying session. I'll pick Mirskati, and I'll pick a random one. Let's pick someone fun. No, I'm gonna choose Mali. All right, I think I'm gonna go for Mali, Kian, and Mirskati on the podium, guys. They're lining up for the start right now. It's always a little bit more quiet when the lights are about to go out. As the lights are going on, 5 red lights are out, and away we go. It looks like Kian gets a good start here. Kian gets a good start, goes on the inside of Kian, of the Flickers. Can he straight away make the move? It's so hard to see what's going on. Yes, Kian gets past, and the Flickers is losing a bunch of position, and he spun out. Unfortunately for him, looks like a lot of people have gained as well. As so hard to follow. Passi makes a nice move on MGK. MGK losing out a lot, and Mali already in third place. And guys, what were my predictions, guys? What is the top 3 right now? But let's not stay ahead for too long. I think the Flickers has a spinner. Nick didn't have a great start as well, and we have a lot of people very close together here. Very good start from Kian there, going side to side with the Flickers, and I'm not sure what has happened. Maybe there was some contact. Surely there was some contact, judging from the fact that the Flickers has spun and lost all his position. He will be kicking himself in the balls. And Jonah there makes a very nice move on MGK. Of course, Jonah on the softs, already 7 positions up. And maybe that was a good strategy to go on the softs. Didn't get a good exit as MGK goes past him right again as well. Looks like Bombastic, and Jonah again puts himself on the inside, sends it down the inside of MGK, but spins himself around. I'm not sure if there was enough space given. It might end up in the stewards, but it was, of course, that corner. We all know that's a pretty hard corner to go side to side. Some gaps are already getting created on the track. We can see the 7th place MGK, because of that spin, losing out a little bit of time. And he'll try and get back up the grid, of course, as the predicted stop strategy is completely wrong. Don't do that, don't listen to the game. I don't know why, but the game is just incorrect. It's an easy soft medium or medium soft on this track. And if you don't, then you will lose a bunch of time, because the hards are awful on this track. Especially compared to the softs and mediums, which are very good race tires here. Again, I'm just gonna take a look at the positions gained. We've got, of course, Jona with a great start, and then being maybe a little bit too aggressive. I'm not sure what happened with him and MGK, of course. It was very hard to tell from that gap, as Razorback here goes side to side with Quence, his teammate, and they go side to side, make a little bit of contact as Quence there goes off track, and really hard to follow as some other people go side to side here. It's Quence and Randy going side to side. He has to concede the position to Randy here, but then can he make the move stick around the outside of the hairpin? He brakes late, he puts his wheel a little bit into him, but Randy does get a better exit there, and it looks like Ryan with his prime seat has to stay behind Quence for now. Quence losing out a lot of position because of contact with his teammate Razorback. Of course, he won't be happy with that, and yeah, the race isn't over, of course, and it looks like, oh, as Ryan has a little bit of a moment there. Looks like Quence is, who is it? Oh no, it's Razorback. Closing up to Psycho. Maui with a big gap, looking like he's struggling a little bit more than the people in front of him, as the top four are pulling away and following Mirskati on those soft tires. He's not pulling away. Kian is staying behind him nicely. The softer and the mediums, also the pace difference is at this point at the start of the race not that big. And in this track it is definitely possible, if you have a pace advantage, to pull away from the DRS, but you have to have a big pace advantage to be able to do that. And yeah, Mirskati wasn't able to do that for now. Looks like MGK and Bombastic were the big losers of the first 4 laps here, and they lost out some positions. The race is far from over, of course, as Nick is the first one to get a penalty. Really easy to get penalties on this track, so I'm sure we'll see some more today, as Ryan there gets a penalty as well. Both of them without line, making it even harder to not get penalties, of course. And yeah, they'll just try and have some fun this race. Hopefully they will. As Bombastic is now getting closer, using the overtake there. I missed an overtake there from Passi there, but Bombastic is trying it round the outside, doesn't make the corner, and unfortunately we missed the move from Passi. I think it was just a DRS move, but DRS moves up from Maui. I think did they move up? I might even be wrong, but Bombastic again closing in on Walcott, looking like he's got a little bit more pace, and he at least is looking like he wants to get past, as it's looked like Quence now got past his teammate. What happened to Razorback? I completely missed that, unfortunately, as I do remember Razorback was in front of Randy at least, as he might have made a mistake there, as Nick now has spun, which might mean he hasn't DNF'd, so I think he will keep going, but he might be able to join me in the commentary box if he feels like it. Maui got a penalty in the last lap. This will hurt him, of course, later in the race, as we see a move made. How did I miss that? From Kian making a move. Maui getting past Passi again. Guys, I'm really sleeping. I'm not seeing those moves. I'm really trying, but alright. I missed a couple of moves, but I think they weren't actual fights, so we're good. And it's looking like Mali is now staying behind those both of them, and Kian, I think the pit lap time will open around lap 10, and maybe a little bit later, not quite sure. So Bombastic is again the closest on the field to another car, showing that he's got some pace in him, and I'm sure he wants to get past Walcott. Of course, that's very hard with the DRS, because Walcott has DRS on MGK. The gap is not increasing between MGK and Lumi there. Oh, what a delicious smell from my mother is cooking here. It smells delicious. Needed to add that. As another DRS move from Walcott. Fighting right now would not be the smartest thing in the world, because if you fight right now, you only lose time against the cars ahead, as Randy loses a position there. Ah, damn. Ah, sorry guys. Yeah. Bombastic again, very close to MGK. As Walcott now made the move on MGK the last lap, we saw that, of course, he finally didn't miss anything. Goes a little bit deep there. Goes off track and still goes for the move. He doesn't care. Bombastic doesn't care. He goes for the move. Into the hairpin he goes. And he gets the move done. What a great move from Chris. What a move from Bombastic, going off track. Not the cleanest one, but well, MGK will not be happy with that. And Bombastic might be laughing because he felt quicker. Of course, I understand from his side that he then does not care and just wants to go for that move. But it is pretty funny to me, as now these cars are going side to side. Passi and Lumi backs out of it, the smart thing to do. Not really another choice he has, as Maui having a little bit of a look on his inside. Not really much he can do there, as Bombastic and MGK fighting again. Might have been just an overtake there. Oh, as Bombastic again goes to the inside on the hairpin, but MGK does get the better of him. And what has happened? Maybe Bombastic made a mistake, or MGK pulls his elbows out and gets the move back up on Bombastic. Some really fun fighting, and I love these air shots from the game. They should do that more often. They should give me an option to do this constantly. But MGK gets him back. This allowed Mr. Psycho and Walcott to get away from these guys. I think they were in a train together, but yeah, not sure. Not quite sure. Mali closing in. Not closing in at all. Scott. These guys up front, they know they have a big gap. The top four have a big gap between Passi. As Bombastic now goes for the move again, and finally gets the move cleanly done. Good job with the DRS. As all this fighting again just loses them time, but I'm sure they're having fun. I hope they're having fun. But as I was saying, the top four having that gap, which really will help them later in the race, because with that gap it will give them the chance to fight later in the race, and you know, they have the time to fight, you know, have space behind them to fight, and at least not lose that fifth position as well, as you can lose a lot of position, as Jonah has retired from the session now. Can't see him on the track. Jonah retires after Aqua Minerale, and it brings out a safety car, and this will help the Flickas a lot because he will go to the mediums, and I'm not sure what is Kian gonna do. Also Mirskati will be very happy to see that, yeah, a lot of people will go to the hards. Let's see what the rest will do. Also to the hards, Posse also to the hards. Everyone's going to the hards, and Mirskati will be on mediums. And as I said earlier, the mediums can easily make it. As Ryan does stay out, he does decide to stay out, does something else. I think that's a good idea. It will be fun for him to lead the pack, and Mirskati will be in a very good position. Bombastic going to the mediums. Did he start on the mediums? I think he did. Walcott going onto softs. Softs are also a tire that can last very long. Not sure if you can make 22 laps on those soft tires, but yeah, you might as well try. These hards are very slow, so at least it will bring some fun fighting. I'm quickly gonna ask Jonah if he might want to hop in the commentary box with me. So if you guys give me a second, if you guys give me a little second. You guys give me a little second there. Let's see if Jonah wants to join the comms after the great race he had. And the second place to Lumi, this will not help him in the standing, of course, as if Mali will continue this form. Lumi not looking too great right now with all these soft runners behind him. Lumi is not looking in a great position, but of course I'm sure he's gonna be smart, and those soft people, they are not in the same fight as Ryan does pit right now, does not gamble on those mediums, gamble to stay out, does pit and goes to the hard tire. Yeah, the hard tires, they can make it, of course. They will be a lot slower, and Mirskati, this should be a win for Mirskati. I think the mediums are so much faster that you can drop the hard runners quite fast. Alright, Jonah is joining us for the commentary, guys. Let's go. Oh, there he is. There he is. What happened, mate? What happened? Yeah, Aqua Minerale, nice job, mate. After spinning with MGK, I see you a little bit mad. Alright, safety car is going in. Alright, safety car is coming in. Mirskati, I was saying, he's looking at the win right now. It's his to lose right now, as Kian does get a good exit there. As I'm a little bit sick, I assume you would like to do most of the speaking, Jonah, but you don't have to, of course. Looks like Lumi there. Alright. Grab a beer. Right behind Lumi, of course. Lumi. Yeah, get your beer, mate. Get your beer. Lumi in an awful position, of course, on those hards with all those soft runners behind him. But looks like he's holding up off quite nicely. Maui is now the one to get in the awkward position 5-second time penalty for the Flickas. Not sure what has happened to him, but we do have some spinners. As Walcott makes a move around Maui. Of course on those softs against hards. He doesn't commit into the chicane, but he does still pull the move off. As Bombastic says thank you and also goes for the move. Now Bombastic is gonna try and go down the inside of Maui, and he does pull it off. Walcott now tries to make it round the outside. Really hard angle to see. Bombastic is now ahead on those medium tires, and Maui is now gonna get swamped by these soft runners here. Gonna be really hard for him to keep them behind him, of course. Let's take a look. Maui does stay behind these hards. They are looking slower, but to be honest, I was expecting him to lose more positions right now, and it's looking like the rest of the hard runners are doing very good, and my prediction was wrong. Mirskati is 2/10 behind Kian, but he hasn't overtaken him yet, showing that the hards might not be the bad race tire I called them to be. So Maui, he is keeping up with the soft tires actually. I was expecting the hards to be way worse. Of course, you can see struggling a lot more on those hard tires. As Nabob now gets a 3-second time penalty, that will hurt him a lot at the end of the race here. Maui has now lost the DRS, as MGK is gonna go around the outside of him, and Maui will stick behind him for now. Of course, they know they're not on the same strategy. The soft runners will have to pit later in the race, so for Maui to risk losing any points in this race would just not be a smart idea. As on top of the grid it looked like Mirskati and Mali are fighting. Not sure what happened, because I missed it yet again. Yet again, I'm missing a lot, but it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, he made a very nice move earlier in the race, going off track, but the gap was almost 2 seconds. Yeah, I wasn't looking. I was looking at the front runners. Oh, and Naborb has gotten damaged, I think. Surely going into the pits. What a shambles! What a shambles! He does stay behind. He does want to stay behind. Yeah, but the soft runners are not making any inroads on the hard runners. Bombastic the gap was 2 seconds, so he is going a lot quicker. Oh, yeah, you might be right. Yeah, you might actually be right. It is a yellow flag on the whole track. But I have seen a 5-second. I'm gonna take a look at the penalties. We've got a couple of people with 5 seconds as well. Yeah, but now... Oh, Yona left the party, guys. Lobby's glitch. Oh, you can't even hear Yona. Well, then it's going really good. Nice. Well, now right now they are at 50%, so it might be... Will these guys realize that this might be the last lap of the race, as they do overtake each other again? No room given there, as Mali now tries to have a look. He's asking me for a restart, but I don't know, mate. I don't know. As Mali now made the move on Mirskati, guys, I'm Unfortunately missed that, but really nice move. Not on 50% yet, but after this lap it will be 50%. Is he asking me or? Not asking me, alright, good. Yeah, 5 seconds time penalty for the Flickas there after he made a move, and surely that's gonna be a restart as these guys are messaging each other. Is it gonna be a restart? Yeah, the lobby is definitely glitched. Snowboard now put himself in the wall. Not sure if he did that on purpose, but I'm not sure also how the restart works. Does everyone get a chance again at racing as Louis completely turns in on Mirskati? Louis now in second place! Louis going for the podium spot! Nah, Smiley also retired from the session, which means it's gonna be a restart, of course. Is it gonna be a restart? Actually, I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen, but I will keep you guys as updated as I can. Let's take a look. They want a restart. This race is pretty early in the evening, so maybe it will not be a maybe it will be a restart, but a half race. Maybe it will be a 25%. Yeah, Yoda of course was started back. Understandably. Some people could overtake apparently. Retired are back in. We're also gonna leave the session, of course. Let's see what's gonna happen. Yeah, of course it was. Just ask Mali. Alright. I'm gonna end the stream, guys. I don't think the race will come back. Might be coming back. Maybe there will be a different... I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but I've been informed to stop the stream, so I will do that. And well, a little bit of a weird ending. I hope you guys still enjoyed this video, enjoyed it, watching it, and I'll see you guys next time.